What is happening, everyone? Your Jenkins PR here. Welcome to the third annual Jenkinstober. We're starting in September and ending in October. I'm gonna review horror movies. Although this is just gonna be a little bit different, I'm not gonna focus on the recent horror films. Also, some horror classics, favorites, some not so favorites, but they're still worth talking about. So I was gonna start off talking about Scary Stories Still in the Dark, but seeing what date is today, I decided to change that. It's Friday 13, The New Blood, Part 7. So before we start talking about this, you gotta understand what happened in the previous film, Friday 13, Part 6, Jason Lives. So of course, during that film, that was the previous films before that, Jason dies, and in this one, he gets revived by lightning. Yeah, this started the silly elements of Friday 13 franchise. Because the franchise was just about a masked guy killing people. It didn't have lightning reviving people. It didn't have psychic powers, going to Manhattan, teleportation, mystical daggers, and demons, going to space, or Freddy Krueger. No, it was just about a guy in a mask killing people. But then they changed that. So of course, part six ends up with our survivor, Tommy Jarvis, facing off against Jason, and he drowns on Camp Crystal Lake. That pretty much just ended Jason until the sequel came out, where we're introduced to a new protagonist, Tina, who is a girl with psychic powers. She accidentally killed her dad when she was a kid, and now she accidentally revives Jason somehow. I'm not really sure how that works, but now Jason's back. And then you got some side characters in the mix too, because you gotta have a body count in a horror film. So starting off with the good in this film, some of the effects do look really cool from the time it does come out. From the time this film came out, of course. And there's also the kills in this film. They are great. Friday 13 needs to have some good kills, and they are just great in this film. And the good thing is, most of the characters are either so unlikable or they're just the worst kind of people that when eventually they do die, you feel nothing for them. Of course, excluding our protagonist, of course. And also gotta say, the final battle, Tina confronting Jason, was really cool. I really liked the final few minutes of the film. And one final thing I gotta say, Jason just looks really badass in this film. It's like Leatherface from the let's say some Massacre remake. He doesn't look scary, but he looks badass. This Jason looks really badass. Probably my favorite designs, like the whole chain on the neck, the broken mask, and even the guy without his mask, he looks really freaking badass. So I definitely gotta give props to the makeup department. They did a great job with the makeup of Jason here. Now for the bad. And look, this film just feels like Jason just doesn't have a motive to kill anymore. Because, like the original films, it was simple. People come to Crystal Lake. Jason died. He drowned. Supposedly, he died. And you just had this killer just killing people just so they don't return to Camp Crystal Lake. This film is Jason's just killing for no reason in this film. Actually, it's just because you gotta have a horror movie, you gotta to kill some people. That's pretty much what I understood from this film. And also the ending, I did not like it at all. You have Tina's father coming back from the dead. Here she revives him too, and he drowns him. Where's the logic in that? The ending was just really bad. But I kind of liked it too. It was really cheesy, which is what this later Friday 13 films were. And one final thing I gotta add, I mentioned that the effects look good, but there are some of them that just really do not look good. The one Tina looked into the television, wow, that just looks really bad. But overall, I'm gonna give the film 4.5 Halloween pumpkins out of 5. It's not one of the worst Friday 13 films. It isn't one of the best ones either. It's just in the middle. And now I've finally seen all the Friday 13 films. This is eventually my ranking. Jason Goes to Hell. We don't speak of that film. That's just really bad. Jason X Friday 13 Part A, they're bad, but they're meant to be bad, but entertaining. The remake, I know a lot of people like it, but I didn't like it that much. And in the middle, of course, you have Friday the 13th, the first one to Part 7, and Part 5, of course. They're like the middle, and the really good are definitely Friday vs. Jason, Part 4, Part 3, Part 6, and obviously Part 2. But hey, that's just my ranking. Maybe you can disagree with me, let me know in the comments. And yeah, Friday 13th Part 7, have you seen it? Let me know in the comments down below. And I'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.